Hello, y'all. So we're back with the final episode. Lord knows what we going to do now. No, I don't even have nothing else to review after this. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to be late this week, y'all, with because y'all know I had a tragedy. My cat died unexpectedly, so that's why I'm late with the darn going review for the Circle Atlanta. But I took my notes and everything. I just got to find time to actually do the video, y'all. But let's get into the foolishness of PValley. Like I said, this is the last we're going to see of them until they say they ain't coming back for a whole nother year from what I'm hearing. August of 2023. But oh my goodness. So we got Autumn watching Andre argue with his wife, Bree, before heading outside to hear the election results. Then we got she also never ended up telling darn Andre about the pregnancy. For what reason, I don't know. I do not know. But yeah, he ended up losing the darn going. Nah, that was shocking. Now, I thought darn going, they might split the vote and the white guy might have won. It was shocking to hear, or it was either that, or I thought Andre was going to win. I did not think that Mayor Woodbine was going to win after all that. And like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this in the episode 9, but under normal circumstances, that she should have been disqualified for darn bribing the voters with darn money. But neither here nor there, she ends up winning, and from there we got darn Bishop Woodbine. Meanwhile, back at the paint connie, Murda ends up doing a impromptu freestyle before he darn brings the track in. First, the track started, but he had them cut the track, and he decided to go off the dome for whatever reason. And then, honey looked like darn Mercedes got her darn new honey. She found a way across darn Montavious voodoo, honey. She said she was going to use them darn falls off the pole to her advantage. So she started doing some hip hop numbers or whatnot. When she fell off the pole, she fell into a perfect split. She doing the head twirls and everything. I was like, okay. Honey, Maine ain't impressed though, because Maine is still salty with darn Murda child. Then we get over to darn Mercedes and Murda walks in on Clifford crying. And this is why I thought darn now I never thought Ernestine darn clocked out. I thought she might have slipped into a coma or something or whatnot. And see, for all of y'all that was so quick to write Ernestine off, I done told y'all. I told y'all they were about to get rid of my motherfucking Ernestine, bitch. Ernestine didn't take the water. Cold Force, she darn still here. She made it. Honey, come on through, Ernestine. Y'all talking about the sadness on Clifford's face last week was, oh, she's accepted the death and all this. I ain't want to hear none of that bullshit. I was like, y'all ain't about to kill off Miss Dargon Ernestine, honey. So Ernestine is still a monsters, honey. Mississippi unveils a car full of cash in the trunk. Now, I thought it was Autumn's doing, but we find out later it was actually darn I want to say it's the same car that, damn, I hope they saged the car and shit in addition to cleaning it up. Because I want to say that's the same car that Murda originally gifted Teak before Teak darn you know, may he rest wherever he may be. Because I told y'all about them siblings, honey. He darn saw the devil in the picture and stuff. I don't think darn Teak made it upstairs to the upper room. I think he's darn burning. Bobby's burning. Bobby's burning. I'm on fire. Dum, dum, dum. Honey, his darn pussy's on fire in a way that darn Murda could never do, honey. May he rest wherever he may be, child. But yeah, I think that's the same darn car. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, she unveils a darn car with a trunk full of darn cash. Meanwhile, Mayor Bishop is making herself at home, honey. She's snatching off the darn mayor, because y'all remember he was the acting mayor in lieu of darn the old dude's death. So He had the office and stuff already. He was just trying to secure a permanent slot. But honey, the moment he lost, honey, Mary Woodbine came and darn going rent shop and was setting up her mart to be, making it like home, honey. She's so happy. She twirled around the chair. She done fell off the damn chair, honey. Good thing her wig darn gonna stay intact though. Let me see. What else did we have? Oh, but it did come at a cost for Mayor Woodbine. They still voted on the darn going casino referendum. After all. So she's the mayor, but they still went on with the casino referendum. The ladies lining up, giving darn going sympathy food to Andre and whatnots, flirting. I was like, well, damn, I don't think he announced the divorce. The wife is standing. I was like, these damn hoes ain't got no coof, honey. You worried about motherfucking darn going idle. Honey, do you got these black bitches lining up darn going flirting just right in front of the darn going wife's face? At least darn going Idle was trying to be darn going discreet and had some decorum about herself with her whorish ways. Chuckalisa. And then speaking of Autumn, here she is in line with a whole box full of cigars. Everybody else giving their cakes and pie recipe. Got plates of cakes and pies and shit for Andre. Meanwhile, and I never seen that before, that the loser ends up getting, all these darn gone foods and stuff as if it's I was like, normally we do this at funerals. Matter of fact, where was all y'all hoes at when where was all y'all at when the darn going funeral was going down for the stepdaddy? Because I don't recall too many people coming through like that and delivering all the food and shit. Where was y'all at for the damn stepdaddy? See, that goes to show how many of y'all on some horror type shit. Cause y'all was not studying the darn gone daddy. Y'all didn't come and send a sympathy chicken plate or anything. Y'all didn't send no KFC to the house or whatnots. They had to make the darn gone food the damn selves, from what I heard. Because darn gone Ernestine sent Cliff around them, because she knew one of the baby mamas was making darn going chitlins, I believe. So it's like, where was all this darn gone food for the funeral? But y'all giving all this funeral during the fact that he done lost the darn gone mayoral race? And flirting and shit, and the wife still right there. Y'all ain't worth a damn. And once again, Adam still ain't told him about the darn gone babies. I was like, bitch, all that darn gone money you floating at the bank, bitch, you ain't got no pregnancy test to confirm this shit and already break the damn news. Like, Adam, what the hell you doing, girl? Then we get darn going, what else? Oh, Autumn gets on the phone thinking she got some negotiating power. Thought she was going to get 15 mil out of darn on Miss White bitch in charge, honey. And she was like, honey, I no longer need the pank. I was like, what you mean? The pank is the only thing you need. I was like, now I'm starting to see what the folks is talking about with this darn going over acting southern accent. It's like, now I can see where the folks are talking about they putting on a little bit too much, honey. But I'm talking about, what you mean the pank is the only thing you need? Or have you forgotten that with the casinos around these parks, that it can only be built on waterfront property? Well, young lady, you have a lot to learn about these here parks. For you see, the water always finds its way back to the original origins, honey. If you cannot get yourself to the water, you can bring the water to you. All this darn on innuendo talk and shit. And I was like, Lord Jesus, all this darn going. Once again, I can't wait to go to Katori's darn going Twitter and find out all these meanings about the water and shit. First, Ernestine talking about she ain't going to the water. Then darn going, you got white bitch talking about you bring the water to you. Honey, next thing we know, Corbin over there with the darn going former mayor, the former mayoral candidate, the one that was the acting mayor, Now, my thing is this. Is he still considered the assistant mayor? I mean, the vice mayor, or does the mayor gets to choose the replacement? I would imagine that mayor. See, that's one thing we didn't get into. I guess we get into it in season 4. Is they working together? Because on the phone when he darn gave his concession call, he said we still want to be seeing a lot of each other, honey. He said he was part of Congress or something, the congressional seat or whatnot, and she's the mayor. But I was thinking, like, well, who's now the acting vice mayor? Like, is Mayor Woodbine have to choose her vice mayor? Now, that's going to be interesting to see who she ends up choosing, honey. But yeah, they end up going with Corbin's land, and now we done found out why he was so darn hell-bent on trying to get that water started. Because they got the canal, and they going to put the darn the waterfront property on Corbin's land, and then ironically, it was for $15 million, I think it said in that damn paper, child. Honey, you know darn Adam is some type of hot about that shit, honey. And then you know the white bitch had to darn get her darn clap back in because Adam darn dress her as bitch. But honey, and I still to this day still don't know the white bitch name. Y'all tell me what her name is. I done missed her name this whole time. But she was like, you should have took the $5 million when I gave you the chance, biatch. Honey darn hung up her phone with her darn Cruella DeVille here. I was like, I thought you was embracing the gray last week. Like, you had the whole Coca-Cola full of rollers. Like, now what is with this darn black streak in the back and the blonde in the front? I was like, now she darn giving Cruella DeVille, honey. But Adam is some type of darn hot child. Then we get over to darn Ernestine arrive at home to the smell of bussy in the air, honey. The Clifford talking about, oh, that's the Rona still messing with your nose, honey. The Rona gone from darn Ernestine now, honey. Your nasty ass didn't think to get no darn touch fabric darn unstoppable spray. You didn't think to darn get some darn Glade around the house, you nasty hoe Clifford. You ain't think to get no darn Zoom mist. You didn't think to spray the darn air or whatnot. So you over there darn getting your back blown out and vice versa with Murda. Murda. Oh. And you darn still got the lingering smell up in the air. Ernestine, get them together, honey. Get them together. Next thing we know, we got Big Al arrive to the house with, and I finally get the white boy's name. I don't know the old white bitch, honey. I guess it don't matter now. We at the season finale. I don't think we're going to see her ass no more. Well, we might see her because, honey, she got that darn casino now. The casino, as they say. But Big Al done arrived with Duffy and Uganda, honey. I was like, oh, he's literally named after the country Uganda. Ooh, no. But anyways, that Beyonce song just came to my. I thought about it. I was like, honey, cue the Spirit song, honey. Spirit. Honey, darn Ernestine Spirit on a park her up, honey, seeing Uganda, honey. Don't even know a lick of darn I don't even know if the language is called Uganda, Yoruba, Ashanti, or whatnot. So I think he might speak Ashanti, honey. But honey, don't know a lick of what he's darn speaking, honey. But darn Ernestine is spitting, just smitten with Uganda. Talking about niggas don't get the, I don't know what did he say niggas don't get the Rona or something, or Nigeria? I was like, wait a minute now, Ernestine just as black as your ass and she darn was on death door. Are you trying to allude to Africans don't get the darn Rona? Because I could have sworn a lot of y'all was darn in dire strikes over there on the motherland, child. Neither here nor there, honey. She talking about she got the darn antibody, honey, or whatnot. Honey, we about to get the darn jukebox going. She wanted it pulled out to the front. Darn Cliff was like, now, bitch, you can at least darn put it outside. Okay, then, put it outside, honey. We're going to get this shit started. Honey, she darn making her darn plans for her darn homecoming party, child. Then we get over to darn Clifford mama arrives. Clifford thought darn Beulah was arriving for Ernestine. But mama done came for you, honey. And she came to darn encourage you to get your love on or whatnot. Clifford, now we find out why she's hesitant. Because the love done took the mama away. She obviously fell in love with somebody that gave her, I'm guessing, AIDS. That's what they was alluding to. Because she talking about the sores on her and or whatnot. So the mama said love didn't kill her, a virus did. So I'm assuming it was, the house in Virginia, honey. The automobile in Detroit, if you catch my drift. But, yeah. Hopefully, Miss Beulah talk some sense into her son, child. Then we get over to, what else do we have? Mississippi receives more cash from Murda. Whoa. Murda hero. Honey done got a final send-off. They agree to keep each other's secrets, this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, honey, a knock on the door from good old FedEx, honey. Mercedes darn gonna receive the picture from one of the studios. Now, y'all remember, honey, I'm glad all my questions is low-key being answered. Come on through Katori. Because I was asking, I was like, well, damn, what did the mama die from? They ain't never touched on what the mama died from. We found out that this episode. We found out about who won the mayoral race. And then y'all know what I was asking about. Nobody else was touching on this. I done seen everybody else review. And ain't nobody, it must be the Capricorn in me. Although darn Forrest Rocks is a Capricorn too. And darn James Caldwell. I'm surprised my two fellow Capricorns didn't ask these darn questions. Y'all know the darn entrepreneur in me was like, wait a minute. Woo! Now, bitch, you over here using my likeness. You got my picture all on the walls and shit. Now, y'all already left me down to the darn bed with a wet ass and done took the 40K. Now you done use my pictures. I'm smitten and stuff. But see, darn Mercedes got so starstruck, she ain't even think to ask the pertinent questions. I thought that, they talked about that shit off camera. All this time, she was just appreciative that the bitch darn took pictures of her. And everybody's darn taking pride in seeing Mississippi up on the pictures or whatnot. She was really surprised about that chick. I was like, now, bitch, you shouldn't have been, before you even left that museum that day, you should have been inquired about, run me my check, pay me my residuals, baby. Honey, you should have been on your ape shit in my Beyonce voice, honey, and inquired about your residuals, honey. Everybody's darn literally looking up in awe of your assets and shit. And you darn surprised that she cut you, but shout out to her. She darn did it on her own accord or whatnot, because darn Mercedes dumbass wasn't never going to think about doing it. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with damn Mercedes? First, the darn coach darn fucked up the contract by not giving you the money. You could have easily exposed the coach. And hell, I don't think that's going to really fuck up the wife's money too damn tough, because the wife still, hell, that'll actually strengthen the wife's case or whatnot. She'll have more money the darn gain during the divorce or whatnot. And then she used the likeness for the pictures. She would have came out like a darn fat hog any damn way. See, Mercedes ain't thinking too damn tough, honey. And I thought them strippers ain't too smart, honey. They so used to fast money, they don't think about long-term money like that, child. But yeah, she finally got her darn 30K. She called up old girl, thanks her whatnots. And then Mercedes wanted to be politically correct, talking about she see you around. Honey, old girl was like, now girl, we know that ain't true, but I'll be seeing you around. Because we know Mercedes is going places, honey. She's going to be somebody, honey. She going to be somebody. She going somewhere. And we about to find out later where she going, honey. But meanwhile, On top of that, the Mayor Bishop, honey, arrives. That's her new title, honey. Mayor Bishop Woodbine arrives to the daughter's business. She making her rounds with all the businesses and whatnots. I was like, well, damn, we got quite the time jump or whatnot. So I imagine it must have been at least a few days. Because it's like, honey, Mercedes is up in the darn her darn new building or whatnots. Because I want to say the other one got sold, right? I don't think that's the same one. I guess she's going to be doing some adult pole dancing classes or whatnots. She done forego the, teaching the children and whatnots. So the mama and the daughter having nice, nasty back and forth, congratulating each other. And then in comes the confession. I was wondering when Mayor Woodbine. Now, she already knew something was amiss when old girl was driving the car. And then asking for multiple boxes or whatnot. And I guess she wasn't never getting no response back from old drunk-ass Michelle. Honey, Michelle done finally broke down and done called the hotline. The holy hotline. In the heat of the night. Woo! Honey, I was like, not darn high-ass darn Michelle. Done called up the darn Patrice Woodbine holy hotline. Yo darn mama's hotline of all things. I guess, when things get bad, call up mama, honey. So she done laid the word down to her mama and shit that, honey, she done fucked up. She a darn wino, she a drunk. She needs some darn help, honey. So she going to rehab for her disease. And she leaving the baby with Pastor Bishop Mayor Woodbine. Or so we thought. As Mayor Bishop darn Pastor Woodbine. Is she pastor? Is she bishop? See the clerical titles be getting me confused. I thought she was a pastor at first. Obviously, she's a bishop. I thought only males could be bishop. I hate the darn be patriarchal. But I thought, the bishop title was just a male title. I thought she was Pastor Woodbine. Yeah, for my folks who are covered in the cloth. Because y'all know Diva Wine, she's not religious over here. I don't know. Hell, even when I was in the church, I didn't know the darn titles and she... Is it really bishop for Pastor Wood? See, I'm so used to saying Pastor Woodbine, so is it bishop? Because now she's saying Mayor Bishop. But yeah, as she walking, honey, there goes Terica with her darn little suitcase or what, not suitcase, but her darn book bag or whatnot. So I can't even think of what it's called. It's like the book bag that you take on the plane. Like the large bag or whatnot. And then she said she'll go to the car to get the rest of it. They embrace and hug, so they now reunited and it feels so good. Meanwhile, it ain't feeling good for darn Autumn. Autumn darn confronts Clifford talking about, what the hell have you done? Honey darn Clifford gave darn Autumn the ultimatum. It was like, bitch, here you go. $250,000. Where the hell you get this kind of money from? And then I guess you looking down at the check, and it's darn the check from Corbin to darn Clifford. Now she find out these two. Now we see what Clifford was doing, because I was like, what the hell Clifford damn doing? It seemed like she darn working against herself, talking about the enemy of her enemy and shit. And I was like, this motherfucker is trying to darn get the paint sold. Honey, come to find out, when darn Clifford was down there that day talking with Corbin and whatnots, and then the water darn popped up as darn Clifford was talking. Honey, she knew that she can get darn Corbin to sell his land instead for the right price, or at the minimum lease it. That way, with the waterfront property, honey, Corbin stands more to gain financially, and at the expense of Clifford being able to keep her club. Clifford's talking about her legacy, honey, and all this, honey. I don't want to hear that shit. She talking about, you know how much money you gave these. I was like, girl, now watch out. Now, you know you damn half white the damn self. Bitch, why you got all that damn money, including this $250,000, bitch, you need to go ahead and go and get you an ancestry test talking about you don't know where you got that nose from. Bitch, you darn gonna low-key about 50% your damn self, Bellotto, honey. But nonetheless, honey, she was darn gone hot. The darn going 50% black in her was darn gone. He talking about, you done gave these such and such all this got darn gone money. I was willing to split the shit with you, and you do this, motherfucker. And then she was like, the other girls would have done the same thing. And Cliff was like, no, they wouldn't. I thought we had a sisterhood or whatnot. And obviously it's not. You get this check and go. Honey, Autumn was like, now, bitch, at the minimum, I at least deserve some interest. Honey, then we hear darn on Al and darn going Diamond in the background. Honey, I was like, wait a minute, not Diamond with the chainsaw and Big Al with the darn going blowtorch. I was like, y'all going to darn going kill darn on Autumn. Now, Autumn could darn going reveal that moment she was pregnant. I don't think they would have had the guts to darn going kill a pregnant woman. But see, then again, I don't know with them, honey. Autumn, get the hell up out of Dodge. Get the hell out of Dodge, honey. Autumn didn't want to take that chance either. She hit the road, Jack. It ain't gonna come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Honey, she ain't in. I was like, well, damn. Y'all sent Autumn out and she ain't even get to do her woo-paw moment. Now, I was like, now, Clifford, you a little bit fucked up. See, Mississippi did her last dance. Last dance. Tonight, honey, she did her last dance and was able to darn write on her lipstick. Write the lipstick on the mirror before she saw Shade of Ray. Now this bitch, if it wasn't for her, like she said, it wouldn't even been no motherfucking paint for you to darn go and get back. And Clifford retaliate talking about, and if it wasn't for me and darn on Mercedes, bitch, you would be motherfucking dead. So you best to darn gonna save the paint. And it was like, okay, now that might have canceled each other out. But it's like, now at the minimum, all this upkeep that she been doing with her diamond shit, the minimum that you can do is at least they're going to give her some interest. Honey, they was like, bitch, you just getting with this $250K. And that's it. I was like, oh, no, this is fucked up, honey. Honey, Autumn seemingly lost for the time being, honey. Because she was not trying to go up against Diamond and darn on Al with that blowtorch and darn on chainsaw whatnot, honey. So she saw Shade out. And like I said, they ain't even get to darn go and say a goodbye or whatnot. So I was like, they didn't even look like they even gave the bitch a chance to even darn going, I guess they say, bitch, you got $250K, get you some new clothes and shit. They ain't even give her a chance to go in the back and get her darn on little belongings that she did have, child. Didn't get to write a farewell message. She's the one that brought in all the new darn on strippers. Y'all telling me she ain't even get to darn on say goodbye to the ones that she brought in the door? Clifford, you cold-blooded, bitch. You cold-blooded. But, honey, I done put her back in the darn on corner. You was going to sell the legacy of the paint, honey. Honey, like Clifford said, honey, I tried peace all too long. But don't get it twisted. A bitch is skilled at raging war. I was like, okay. Clifford darn gonna prove that she was she was the top bitch in here, or so she thought. Hold on to that, child. Then we get Mississippi arriving to the house too late, honey. The mother done called, the stepmother done called Derek. I was like, now wait a minute now, bitch. Now for what we seen, you ain't even really had a relationship with the darn going Derek. Now all of a sudden you got his phone number and you decided to call up Derek to compliment about the baby. And once again, this darn going colorist bitch on this. Oh, I can tell that she gonna have some good hair. She got old good grade of darn going pretty hair. I was like, bitch, if you don't take your wannabe mulatto ass on some damn well, you ain't nothing but just light skin your damn self. You darn going with this perpetuating colorism, darn going racially ambiguous bullshit. To a baby that actually is darn going biracial, but it's like, who thinks of darn going uplifting a baby off of, at the expense of somebody? Because once again, even if she had kinky hair, would it make a difference? If she had darker skin, would it make a difference? I want them to break down that doggone colorism aspect a little bit more with the mama. Like, what got her into that doggone line of thinking, child? Because at the end of the day, it didn't really work for you because, honey, your doggone Mississippi's daddy preferred doggone darker caramel of your daughter as opposed to your doggone light bright complexion with his doggone pedophitic ass. Meanwhile, where is the doggone daddy? Is the daddy gone? Because it looked like they done downside the house. So I guess the doggone mama ended up confronting the daddy. I guess we might get a little bit more backstory of that in season 4. And yeah, the doggone daughter back there the whole time, she just shook her head as she wasn't able to call up Mercedes in time and warn her. And the mama seemed like she intentionally blindsided doggone Mississippi on this. I was like, child, if she should have doggone went off on the mama before going off on Derek. She should have been cool, calm, collective, and doggone but we'll get to that in a hot second. But yeah, she should have doggone started off with slapping the shit out of doggone the mama, honey. But neither here nor there, honey. We get doggone Andre arriving to the prison. He trying to call up Haley, honey. Haley done already disconnected the phone, honey. Stop calling, no anymore. Honey, doggone Haley already doggone in the midst of her living her new life, child. Then we get Derek done to set Mississippi up. She arrives in the house. She thinking she about to explain it's not what it looks like. Her next thing you know, white CPS worker and the white cop comes from around the corner. She gets to talking. Honey, doggone Mississippi, doggone, she just doggone have a whole meltdown and unleashes on doggone Derek's ass. Now this is where she fucked up. She done turned around and back slapped the shit out the cop. I was like, girl, you in motherfucking Mississippi. You in the house with this doggone racist ass white man who no longer give a damn about you. It ain't no doggone folks to record. It's like if you were going to turn up, bitch, you should have turned up outside where your nosy black ass neighbors could have been like, they could have been like this with the phones and shit, so you wouldn't doggone be subject to get roughed up. I guess they wasn't really going to do nothing too tough in front. Well, shit, though. I can't even say that because, hell, with the Philando Castile, honey, they doggone shot up in the car. Didn't give a damn about the 5-year-old child in the back. So they don't care about casualties when it comes to us, no matter how light, bright, and curly hair they is. So it's like, honey, social worker done pulled the kids back as Mississippi going off. The cop done slammed on the ground. Honey, Mississippi now about to be wearing a nice shade of doggone orange, honey. Orange is the new black for her child. I was like, damn, Mississippi. Like, girl, I understand you losing. I was like, damn, I hope she didn't pull that car up in the front of... Well, see, considering that she pulled up, she probably was at least smart enough to doggone have that car down the street. Now, she ain't in the most ideal neighborhood. I'm hoping nobody didn't break in the car and doggone take it. Because, you know, they in a certain neighborhood, child. I hope nobody broke into the car. Or that Derek ends up finding the car. Now, she still has items doggone burner phone. She ain't carrying. She was smart enough not to carry the phone with the tracker. So, I don't think he'll get to the car. So, hopefully, you know, she still has some cash doggone. Because I hate to think, honey, y'all really going to have to kill that motherfucker for real. That you done got me arrested. Now I got the doggone fight for my children, and you done took my motherfucking cash that I done stripped on the motherfucking pole for. Child, that's worse than doggone Patrice Woodbine when she stole doggone Mercedes money and doggone built the church, child. At least doggone Mercedes mama turned out to be good towards the end. Honey, Derek, there ain't no redemption for his motherfucking trifling ass. Then we get doggone Mercedes briefly introduces Maine to Terica. And then they end up having a discussion about how he didn't feel Mercedes dances. Like, bitch, you over there dancing with the op or whatnot. Honey, Mercedes was like, bitch, honey, all y'all blue, red, yellow, purple, honey. The only thing I see is the motherfucking paint, bitch. The pink unifies all of us. Honey, man ain't going for that darn unity bullshit in the name of stripper tease, honey. He was like, bitch, you could have darn chose the, honey, this is her darn money you fucking with. And number one, she darn halfway fucked up with this shoulder. She can't be choosing to turn down certain acts, especially for your ass. You ain't darn providing nothing over here. Hell, your ass is on darn house arrest, barely can darn provide for your own self. Honey, you trying to fuck up darn Mercedes, baby, because you have an issue with Murda. Whoa, Murda hero. Honey, your issue is with Murda, honey. Don't take it out on darn Mercedes, bitch. He talking about darn you need to tell that F-bomb to watch his back, honey. Mercedes thought he was talking about Clifford. You better watch how you talk about Uncle Clifford. That ain't the F-bomb I'm talking about. Honey, so now everybody starting to know darn Murda's T-child. Then we get Terica meeting everybody at the paint for the first time, delivering some darn pig. Was it pig tongue or pig tail? Honey, it was one of them pig parts that I don't eat. The only part of the pig I eat is an occasional hot dog. And I cannot separate myself from pepperoni pizza. I can do away with bacon. I still have a love relationship with bacon, but I don't buy it. It's like if somebody offers me bacon, I would eat it. But honey, I loves me some pepperoni pizza. Of all the vegan substitutes I found, I have not found the vegan substitute for pepperoni. I have found vegan substitute for fish. I have found vegan substitute for oysters, macaroni, omelets, but I have never found a substitution for a darn pepperoni. So, first call darn Mississippi ends up calling is darn Diamond. I was like, honey, Diamond is the one you end up calling? Honey, here she go with this riddle talk, honey, talking about she thought her hair was long enough. Because once again, darn child, I want I know the consciousness in me be doing a little bit too much, but it's like, bitch, you doing all these fairy tales. It's like, now, bitch, can we get to somebody ethnic at this point? It's like, now, you a beautiful shade of chocolate. Like, bitch, you about like 2-3 shades darker than me, and here you is talking about you thought your hair was long enough, but it really wasn't. You alluding to your ass being Rapunzel. We done had episode 5 alluding to you Cinderella with the darn 2 stepsisters and the evil darn colorist bitch of a mama that you have. So you done been Cinderella. You done been Rapunzel. You arrived to the motherfucking darn door in all red like motherfucking Little Red Riding Hood. And the darn wolf of a mama done gave the darn babies to the ultimate wolf. And now here you is talking to Diamond with all this fairy tale shit. I was like, well, girl, considering you in prison, I'm going to let you slide. Because I was like, this darn fairy tale talk be getting on my damn nerves. But I was like, okay, she can't darn speak bluntly on the darn recorded line, honey. You know all the phone calls are subject to be recorded. So she darn speaking in riddles. I was like, okay, this the one time I want to let you slide with this riddle talk. And I was here for it at first, but then I said, oh, shit. This is going to work against darn Mississippi, bitch. You moving too fast, honey. You moving too fast. It actually will benefit you to be in prison. And I'm going to tell y'all why during my final thoughts and my predictions for season 4. But hold on to that, y'all. I'm going to jump to the very end scene. And I'm going to close it out with Clifford and them. So, Diamond is setting up. He done had he looked like he got some bottles and stuff of peroxide and bleaches and stuff. He got the gasoline, the ropes. Honey, next thing he know, he gets shanked from behind. He's darn gonna faint. And I was like, oh, Big Bone got some moves, honey. I was like, now damn gonna Diamond, bitch, you darn gonna having PTSD flashes of you in the army. I was like, you got did up by a darn stripper bitch, honey. But then again, that could darn go to tell you how darn strong and whatnot she is and skilled she is from being in the gang or whatnot. But I was thinking, well, shit, that still shouldn't darn be equivalent to that of a man who done served in the military. She was holding her own before the darn the boss came in and hit darn Diamond from behind or whatnot. she unveils her mask and whatnot and said, this the one that darn going murdered Uncle Teddy. I was like, oh shit. Now, honey, all this time we thought Montavious was the darn going we thought she was one of the jump offs, she was one of the side bitches, or she was just a gang member in general. Some of us thought she might have been FBI. She tapped the walls. That's how she was able to hear darn on Mississippi and darn going Adam talking. Honey, this bitch darn going is part of the darn going family. Although I think they say they come from a gang of crooked cops though. Now, I want to say in season 1, he said he has the gangs of crooked cops or whatnot. So I could be wrong on that, child. But yeah, they done put doggone Diamond's ass in the trunk, and that's how the episode end off. But I'm not finished with my commentary. We're going to jump back over to Murda, honey. So, we end up getting doggone Mercedes announced she leaving the paint, honey. She got her doggone club, and she said, honey, never reveal what your next move is. She done learned their lesson from doggone Patrice, honey. So this time she didn't doggone jinx herself, because every time she said she was leaving, something ended up happening. The ball dropped, honey. So, honey, this time she doggone moved in silence, honey. Meanwhile, we got Clifford's friend propositioning Roulette in the doggone bathroom to join her list of hoes. So I was like, okay, so Roulette supposed to be the doggone pimp now. I was like, how is this going to end up? I'm like, okay now. Because this is doggone starting to give me doggone Keke Palmer's character from the movie Pimp. Y'all remember when doggone Keke Palmer, she shaved part of her head and she had the dreads, and she was playing a female pimp or whatnot. And it didn't work out too tough for her in the end. And matter of fact, it was a Montavious-like character that ended up taking out doggone Keke and the doggone. Now that I think about this shit, did they take inspiration with Roulette and Whisper's character from Keke Palmer? Now the only thing missing is the lesbianics, because Keke Palmer was a strong dyke lesbian in that role, and she was in a full-blown relationship with a white girl. But you take that out of it, it's like the dynamic is giving me very much Keke Palmer, pimp. She tried to escape or whatnot, and honey, all of them died in the end, honey. She darn going get shot up. The white girl shot in defense or whatnot. They end up trying to drive off, and honey, he darn gonna gets up just in time to shoot the car, and honey, all three of them dead. But this is what it's giving me, honey. But yeah, Clifford's friend ends up talking about, well, you ain't got a girl like myself on your darn on team, and you know some of the guys like a little something extra because you know she trans, honey, pre-op, so she can offer something that the other women can't provide, honey. And darn going to prove her loyalty, she takes a bump of cocaine. Now I don't know what being a coke addict has to do with loyalty and not snitching or whatnot, but honey, it obviously proved Roulette darn going. She was like, okay, another one to the darn on list, honey. Now we got darn on Tori, the one that was sneezing with the Rona and shit. She's part of the darn on collective. Then there's obviously a few other the damn girls, and now we got darn going Clifford's friend. So it's like now we got a whole. But I saved that for the. Hold on to that, y'all, because I'm going to tie all this up at the end. We did get darn going Murda announced he's not going on tour with Tina Snow. He revealed what happened to darn on Teak. He don't wants to end up the same way. He's ready to come out. And I did not know Murda was so young, because Clifford talking about he just turned 40 and darn on Murda is half his age. I was like, now, bitch, that's a rough darn on 20 now. I'm assuming they playing this up for the sake of it, because I know damn well the actor cannot be 20. He look every bit darn on older than me, and I'm 29. I was like, now I know damn well the character that plays him, the person that plays him has to be 32, 33. But yeah, they stretching this. I know they say black, honey, he's a crack black if he's darn on 20 now. Shit. On about 20, but he's ready to come on out the closet, child. Big Al revealed, honey, but before they was able to talk further, honey, Big Al revealed the darn going Clifford, the accounts have been overdrawn negative 24,000. So I told y'all Autumn said she was going to get her interest, and darn on Clifford seemingly won the war. Honey, Autumn was like, before y'all change these motherfucking accounts out, honey, let me withdraw my motherfucking interest. And I was all the way here for it. I was like, come on through, Autumn. I mean, granted, I understand where Clifford's coming at it with this, but at the same time, it's like, Autumn darn gonna keep this shit afloat. You gonna kick her ass out, rightfully so. You found a way to darn gonna keep your land and shit. She came in and took advantage of the situation and used it to her advantage. But at the same time, she was least altruistic in the way that she was moving. She was going to split the shit with you 31%. So off of $10 million, she was going to give you $3.1 million. She done gave darn on Mississippi the money at the door for her to darn gonna get out of Dodge. Something that y'all asses didn't never think to do. To get her out from that abusive relationship. Honey, so the least darn going Autumn can get is her motherfucking interest. So she got her damn interest. Big Al was like, honey, I bet you these pills gonna come in handy now that you try to fire me for $100 darn Clifford talking about give me the whole goddamn give me the whole case or whatnot. Child, you gonna need a lot more to take from yourself, honey. You might want to let him run the shit up as a darn going drug house on the low. Now, meanwhile, Cliff is still in the dark about these girls turning tricks during their off hours or whatnot. So I don't know if that's a contract violation or whatnot. Now, I guess it wouldn't be a conflict of interest if they're not doing the horn at the bank or whatnot. But it's like, Clifford, you might need to do another casting call soon enough, because I'm telling you, come season 4, you might be losing damn near half your darn gone talent. Because I can see, because I want to know what roulette and her darn gone one pistol, her darn gone playing Russian roulette ain't going to fare too well with all these players, honey. Now, she got a trans ally that might can whoop some ass, but she gonna come across the wrong set of gang members come season 4. I already know it. You ripping off all these motherfucking people, honey. I know they're gonna come back to darn wreak havoc come season 4, honey. Then we get darn we get a scene of Autumn darn giving darn elevated darn Marilyn Monroe to she in all white. She got her blonde hair and everything and a bag full of cash. I was like, okay. Once again, I understand why you necessarily can't really deposit money, because it picks up by the FBI or whatnot. So then they got to do a background check to see where you got the money from. They had to do a deep dive into your true identity, and it's like you supposed to be dead. So I would have thought she would have got a good amount of prepaid cards. Like, I would have thought she would have hit up several different stores and got a $500 prepaid card here, $500 prepaid card there, and would have carried a whole stack of prepaid cards or whatnot. That would have been a little bit more undetectable. I was like, now this bitch doing the most. She got this darn Birkin. And then before she left, she was talking about, honey, I need a little bit more coin to put in my Birkin. Honey, she got this whole duffel bag full of cash. And then it looks like she's in Chicago or New York somewhere. I was like, now, y'all know y'all doing a little bit most, honey. So y'all expect us to believe that darn that money still supposed to be there in that car in the hood where Mississippi's at. Honey, I'd be surprised if the car itself is darn still there. Number one, hell, she better call whoa that ass up and somebody to get that motherfucking car. Cause Diamond is darn MIA, honey. I don't know how long it's gonna take for her to realize that darn Diamond is unavailable. But honey, I hope nobody. Child, I'm making it seem like it's my damn money. But like I said, in the hood, child, she better hope that darn car is darn there. But yeah, darn Autumn's ass is walking down the street with a whole trash bag. Now, nobody don't know what's in the trash bag, but it's like this bitch darn dressed in all white and whatnot. We can assume that it's some expensive stuff in the trash bag. I'm surprised nobody ain't trying to knock her upside the damn head, honey. But neither here nor there, Autumn done disappeared into the night, honey. I guess season 4 we'll end up seeing the twins and what Autumn is darn gonna doing in her new life. She might finally call up darn going Andre or whatnots and give him the news that, bitch, I'm gonna need some child support. Honey, that's gonna be her additional cash flow right there. Well, shit, I don't know. She can even darn gonna do child support. Well, second thought, Autumn, you might want to leave that alone, child, because, honey, I don't know if Mississippi's one of those states where it's alienation of affection, and the wife might darn gonna try to knock you upside the head, and then you know the legalities of the fact that you're supposed to be technically a dead woman. So yeah, you might want to leave the child support alone, honey. But you know, still send him a picture that because he still at least deserves to know that he's a pappy. And then the last thing we see is Murda dancing with Clifford, and they kiss, and everybody now knows that they are a union, and that's how we end it out. Now, my season 4 predictions is, honey, now I'm trying to guess who in the hell is Mississippi going to call now. Am I darn going, Miss Juicy Baby voice? What the hell we gonna do now? Cause darn going, Autumn done disappeared in the night. Her darn going number is disconnected. Diamond is darn going, detained. Maybe she might call up Murda. Now, I was having a discussion on Twitter with some folks about this, and some folks darn gonna brought up the excellent idea that she can call up Wode, who's darn gonna interested in her in anyways. I was like, Wode might be, yeah, Wode is darn gonna somewhat good at darn going getting rid of people and making people seem like they have overdoses and shit. But my thing is this, it might darn gonna serve her right to actually stay in darn gonna jail for a couple days with her dumb ass. Because, you know, even though he was crafted to set this shit up, and I still think the darn gone mama had a little something to do with this. Because, like I said, what made you darn gonna call Derek out the butte with your darn gonna spiteful ass? When she get out, she need to slap the shit out your ass. But it's like, we know he don't have... How long can he keep up this charade of darn gonna being the so-called good concerned dad? Because when she was away for 2 weeks, he was abusing the hell out the darn gone son. Now that she's in jail, this is why I say this might reveal his hand come season 4. If she's in jail for at least a week, honey, now you back with the kids all by yourself. All by yourself. Now, I don't know though, because now he seemed like he got a good relationship with the motherfucking mama. See, that's what I was thinking, shit done got fucked up. But if, providing that the mama ain't coming in, the stepmama ain't coming in, he's gonna darn going end up going back to abusing the baby. And then it's like, well, how's the baby got darn going new wounds on him and whatnot, and old girl is in jail. She's in darn going jail, and the baby's still darn going getting effed up. I hate to think that it might end up being that the baby's darn going life experience, that the baby might end up being in critical condition, because I'm thinking the baby can only take so much, child. And it's like, why is y'all putting her under darn going arrest or what? Now, they said that somebody called because of a neighbor called in the heat of the night or whatnot. But I would think with even with him working nights, it's like, why wouldn't he automatically be under investigation too? Because it's like, well, you the father, shouldn't you darn gonna notice something? Now, I guess they assuming that the mama darn gonna is the one that changed the diapers and all this, that, and the third. And it's like, see, this is why I say, okay, she should have just played her cards right and let them do the investigation, because it would have been like, things aren't adding up. Because it's like, you got these, she was gone for 2 weeks. You didn't notice the darn going bruises on the baby's back, so you is complicit in the shit. So, under realistic circumstances, honey, Derek wouldn't have been darn gone smiling up in there. Honey, they would have been putting his ass under investigation too. I don't know a situation like that where one parent would have went unscathed, and you got a darn going toddler baby darn going bruised and banged up. So like I said, honey, if she darn gonna stay in there for about 3-4 days, long enough for Derek to lay hands on the baby again, slip up and fuck up, put hands on the baby, honey, they're going to automatically release her. And then my thing is this, you know, after a day or so in jail, she going to have to take off that makeup. If they darn going to have the investigative team come and darn going to look and see she got black eyes and darn going, you know, fractured ribs and everything else, then they go and talk, you know, they might say, well, she worked at the club, she got in a fight with the bitches at the club. But then they darn going Clifford, they go and to the club and have Clifford try to corroborate the story. They'll pull up cameras showing that no, it ain't no fights going on here. They'll reveal that it was Derek. And then once again, between that and him abusing the baby, she'll now be set free. But I have a feeling that they're going to probably darn going to kill Derek off before it even gets to the law enforcement doing their proper job. In a realistic world, if she played her cards right, she'll let law enforcement darn go and just did their investigation. She done jumped the gun. Once again, TV land, honey. You know they had to give us some darn gone drama, honey. But yeah, in a realistic scenario, she should have played that to her advantage. But she darn gone went off the handle and got herself arrested. She should have just nodded her head and darn gone asked to have a conversation with the darn gone social worker. Since the cop is there, her darn gone Derek ass couldn't go off the handle. She should have revealed her side of the story. She should have immediately commenced to taking off her makeup. And see, that's why I say the strippers don't be darn gone thinking smart up in the club. Honey, like I said, between Mercedes not inquiring about her darn going money and darn going Mississippi not instantly darn going escorting the darn gone social worker to the darn gone bathroom and revealing all the bruises that she have, and darn gone having the baby analyzed more and showcasing that the bruises was happening when she was gone. And it's like you got this other phone on you. You didn't think to record no conversations or nothing. That's why I say darn gone Mercedes I mean Mississippi's ass ain't. I think some of her darn gone brain cells got knocked out, child. Maybe it's for the best that she didn't make it out of time, because, honey, I don't think she have enough survival skills like that, child. What else do we have? Like I said, we got the prostitution ring and the darn gone drug trafficking ring down at the paint. That's going to be interesting to see how that's going to fare come season 4. Who's going to be the new VP? I mean, the VM, the vice mayor. How is darn going Patrice Woodbine going to settle into her new role come season 4? And that is about it, y'all. This is the end of the darn gone journey for now for the darn gone Pank, y'all. Y'all give me y'all thoughts. Leave it down below. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.